And I gotta say, we're gonna talk about this a lot more when we get into Frosty Glacier, but I absolutely love this background. This is, without a doubt, my favorite Mario background. Oh my goodness, that was so close. Normally I'd be screaming like a little girl right there, but my baby niece is asleep right now, so I can't be too loud. Hello everybody, once again to you, and welcome back to Let's Play New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. In the previous episode, we start off our adventure through Layer Cake Desert and witness the birth of a beautiful, beautiful meme. And in today's episode, we're going to be demonstrating something that's pretty interesting because there is a fifth playable character in this game, Nabbit. Now, Nabbit is by far the easiest character in the game, and they work very differently than the other ones. And now is probably the perfect opportunity to demonstrate them. Alright, so the thing with Nabbit is Nabbit cannot take damage from enemies. But here's the catch. Nabbit can also not pick up power-ups as well. So if you pick up a power-up, then it just turns into like regular... that star? Are you kidding me? Nabbit... Actually, wait. What happens if Nabbit uses a star? Yeah, it's probably not that fun anyway, because Nabbit's invincible anyway. But anyway, that was very repetitive. So, can we get the thing? There we go. Sorry if my commentary is a little scattered-brained right now. But, yeah, Nabbit cannot take damage from enemies, but they also cannot pick up power-ups as well. So if they try picking up a power-up, then it just turns into regular points, and I believe they store them in their bag until you finish the level. They either store the power-ups, or they turn to lives at the end of the level. I don't remember off the top of my head. So what we're going to be doing next is, we're going to be playing at this next level as Nabbit. We're going to be going through one time to see how much we possibly can do. But keep in mind that there are going to be a lot of pathways in this game that outright require power-ups. So the interesting thing about Nabbit in this version of the game is Nabbit was originally not playable at all in the original Wii U version of this game. So the thing is, Nabbit was made available in New Super Luigi U as a playable character because Mario was removed from the roster. The reason for that was because it was the year of Luigi, so they wanted Luigi to have his own spotlight and things like that. So Nabbit was the replacement for the playable character in that game, but they were also made as a bit of an easy mode for those who were a bit inexperienced, so they wouldn't struggle with an otherwise very difficult game. Or at least a game that was more difficult than the other 2D Mario games at the time. So the thing you want to keep in mind when controlling Nabbit is, again, they won't take any damage or anything like that, but they still can die from bottomless pits like that. I'll just say how cute Nabbit's running animation is. Like I said, I love Nabbit. It's one of my favorite new characters in the Mario series. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl or anything like that, so that's why I'm kind of avoiding pronouns when talking about this character. But right there, you saw that even though Nabbit can actually directly take damage, they still have knockback from those spiky things. So just because you can't directly take damage does not mean you're completely invincible, as was demonstrated by the bottomless pit a moment ago. So we get those coins, and we don't get to use the flying squirrel suit. So this level really is pretty much the best opportunity to demonstrate Nabbit, because even though it is a level in the sky, there aren't really any power-ups that are outright required to get everything in this level. So that's something that's very well worth mentioning. And what's also worth mentioning is a bit of useless fun fact, the power blocks. I mentioned in a couple videos ago that this game is one of the only Nintendo Switch games Nintendo has made. This is one of the very few first-party Switch games that were legally released in China. Something interesting is that for the most part the game is left unchanged. But the power blocks were given a slightly different design compared to everything else in the game. So they no longer spell the word POW, like most of the power blocks, but now they just have a bit more of a generic design. You'll see a picture of it on screen right now. I don't actually know why they changed that. I think it might be due to something along the lines of maybe Chinese games don't like English wordings or anything like that. I don't know off the top of my head, but I'll have a caption on screen describing exactly why it was changed. So as we move onwards, we'll be switching characters once again, and now it's Mario time once more. With 32 lives on hand, and multiply that by 2 to get 64, just like Nintendo 64, let's move onwards. So this level, there is a secret exit located here, and I honestly don't remember exactly off the top of my head where it is. All I know is that it's in this level, and I didn't practice before recording, so yay, I'm a professional. I'm playing Splatoon too much right now. And now we're going to be playing through the rest of this level with post-commentary. Ooh, spooky. So, long story short, the reason why I'm doing post-commentary for this segment of the video is because my baby niece was in the other room and she was getting very vocal about her opinions on the world. So, I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear a baby crying in the background. So, for that, we're going to do this in post-commentary. Yay! Alright, so this level, I remember having some memories of this level. Not exactly fond of memories, because I remember getting a little frustrated trying to figure this out. But there's a secret exit in this level that I remember taking me a really long time to figure out where it was. Now, in hindsight, I'm actually kind of happy that they do make the secret exits in this level not that easy to find. Because that is something that I feel like New Super Mario Bros. On the DS kind of has a problem with, where it seems like the secret exits in that game are a little easy to figure out. But with this one, I really do like how difficult it is to figure out where the secret exits are in this game. Now, it's not like Super Mario World or Mario Bros. 3 or anything like that, where in terms of difficulty with the secret exits and things like that, but it's still a pretty fun game. Also, I absolutely love this background with all the clouds in the background. It's just so pretty. It's such a pretty game. Even though you can clearly tell this was Nintendo's first attempt at making an HD Mario game, it's still a very pretty game. It's not going for anything super groundbreaking or anything like that in terms of its visual style, but in terms of the art style for the 2D Mario games, at least for the new Super Mario Bros. Series, I think it really nails it perfectly, where everything just looks all clean and smooth, and there are still some pretty nice effects, like the background right here. I think the backgrounds really are the highlight of New Super Mario Bros. U, to be completely honest. But as I saw right there, we're introduced to a new power-up. This is the Mini Mushroom. This is returning power-up from New Super Mario Bros. On Nintendo DS, and I believe this has appeared in every New Super Mario Bros. Game. So it seems like Nintendo absolutely loves this thing, even though, to be completely honest, it's kind of not that great of a power-up. So the Mini Mushroom allows you to become all super tiny and things like that. And with this ability, in at least in New Super Mario Bros. U, you're able to walk up walls and things like that if you're running around. So this is a pretty interesting power-up, but I will say, I have a bit of a grudge against this power-up because of New Super Mario Bros. DS, because in that game, you had to beat some bosses with this power-up to access some of the worlds in that game. So, yeah, I have a bit of a grudge against this power-up because of that, but other than that, it's a pretty fun ability. Although I will say one thing that's kind of weird is that if you die with the Mini Mushroom and you go back on the overworld, it turns you into your Super Mario form anyway, so that's a little bit weird. Alright, we'll head into that level in a moment, but first I want to go back into that level so that we can conquer it once and for all. We're going to do that as an Nabbit. No particular reason why, I just want to play this level as Nabbit because I love Nabbit. You suckers can't do anything to me because I'm a bunny and bunnies are immortal! Okay, while I'm editing this video, I'm gonna take the time to frame by frame what Nabbit looks like when he's running. Because I really want to see what that looks like, because his legs are so stubby and cute. Alright, something I gotta wonder is... Nabbit's carrying around a bag of power-ups, so that can pretty much be equivalent of like Captain Toad carrying around a backpack of treasure. So how come Nabbit can jump but Captain Toad can't? Are they gonna make a Nabbit treasure tracker? That'd actually be really cool. I would love to see them do like some kind of spin-off game with Nabbit as the main character. They're probably not going to do that, but who knows? Weird things have happened. They made a Captain Toad spin-off game, so anything's possible at this point. Alright, moving on to this next level, we're going through Prana Plants on ice. So, this is a pretty fun level, and I've got to say, I absolutely love this background. This may very well be one of my favorite backgrounds in any Mario game ever. It's just so beautiful, with the nighttime constellations, and it's the snowy environments. It's just so pretty. I absolutely love this one. There is one a little bit later in the game, which is a lot more well known than the nighttime sky in this game, but we're not going to talk about that for a little while. Worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. We now have Firefly, and now we're awesome. Okay, so yeah, we want to go up here before the Prana Plants have a chance to burn the ice blocks over there, because if we go over here, we will have the ability to conquer the world by collecting star coins. Owie. Owie, who do you think you are, Prana Plant? Who do you think you are? I am Luigi, darn it. I am awesome. You are not allowed to set Luigi on fire. You can set Mario on fire, not Luigi. Alrighty then. Be careful. Be careful. Come on. Yeah. Okay, we gotta move fast. We gotta move faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. I say that a lot, but I haven't done a Sonic the Hedgehog Let's Play.
Whoa!
Moving onwards towards the next level, we're gonna change your character once more and go with Toad. We'll be the best yellow Toad you've ever seen. And moving on to Blooming Lakitus. Alright, there's a nice flower right there, but we don't need it because we already have a nice flower. I gotta say, that transition right there, I hate it. I hate the transition that the Lakitu has when it appears on screen. It's just so sudden and it's not animated very well. Alright then. Alright, so now we have the ability to control the Lakitu cloud. We unfortunately can't control it for very long, but we will definitely need it if we want to take over the world. So we'll continue onwards and fall to our deathly doom. Where is the first star medal? It's right there. Star medal, star coin, star medallion, star allies. Alright. Is that game any good? Like, I've heard a lot of people saying that Star Allies kind of felt incomplete or a little disappointing or anything like that. But I've also heard really good things about Star Allies, so I don't know. Is it any good? I want to try it out, but I just never had a chance. Actually, that's not true. I played the demo of it and I really liked it, so why am I asking people if I'd enjoy it? I played a demo and I liked it, so of course I'm gonna like the full game. Maybe, perhaps, kind of. And let's go over here and get a 1-up mushroom. So one thing that I gotta say about this game that's honestly just kind of weird is the fact that the power-up system for using a backup power-up, it is honestly just really weird. Because in the handheld games on the touchscreen, you're able to use the bottom screen to activate another power-up and things like that. Are you kidding me? No, stupid, I hate your face, it's stupid and ugly and dumb. Okay, so let's move on over here. Okay, there's another green pipe we need to find. I believe it's going to be located over... Yes, it is. Can I just say how adorable Toad looks in the cloud? Toad's favorite form, my favorite Toad form in this game is definitely his flying squirrel suit form, because it just looks so adorable. But, yeah. Let's head over here and continue onwards. That's a Pixar movie that's now available on Disney+. In case you couldn't tell what time I'm recording this video. Alrighty then, let's move onwards and get the top of the flagpole. Coast clear! Exclamation point. I'm curious about something. Okay, never mind. If you try changing as Nabbit, whenever Nabbit appears in the level, that level will disappear. So, now we know. And now it's back. Okay, whatever. Alright, so starting off with this level, you're going to notice immediately that there is a path over here that you can only take with a mini mushroom. So, you may be wondering, what could possibly be there? Do you want to know what's in that room? What's on that pathway? What it could possibly be? Coins. It's literally just coins. They tease you with a path that's very clearly meant to be collected with a mini mushroom, and it's frickin' coins! Do you realize how long it took me to grab those coins? Do you realize how much pain and heartache it took to grab that mini mushroom? It was super easy, barely inconvenient, but still! Yeah, no, just no. But if you're able to carry the mini mushroom pretty far into the level, then you could use it to go over there, and I believe that will give you a special power-up or something like that. I'm not curious enough to check. I'll just have a caption on screen or something like that. I don't know, maybe I will be curious when I go to edit this video. I might record additional footage or something like that. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video. But what I do know is that we're going to be tuning onwards and going over this way. That might be a flying squirrel suit or a super crown or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, now it's really bothering me what's in there. You've already seen it because however I'm going to edit this video, you would have already seen it on screen. But it's bothering me in the moment not knowing what's in there. Hey, we have 22 lives. That's how old I am. Yay! I'm an old man. Harry. Yeah, we have super crown. I can look fabulous. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something really funny. Owie! That is not funny at all. That is hurtful. So, then I lose it immediately, of course. So, I was playing Animal Crossing New Horizons with James Rolls and Peng Garmin. So, Peng Garmin said that he had a Daisy dress ready for me to start wearing in the game. So, like, I somewhat believed him. Like, I mostly believed him, but there was another part of me that was kind of wondering if he was actually not serious about that. He was totally serious. He actually did make a Daisy dress for me, and my villager was wearing it. So, yeah, you will see a fun little picture that we took on screen somewhere around here. That was a bit of a fun experience. I also have a custom designed Hatsune Miku dress for my villager as well. I love Animal Crossing New Horizons. But enough about Animal Crossing, we're talking about Mario. Alright then, so now we'll be facing Morton. Don't you mean less ton? Also, boys, if you get the reference. All 5 of you out there who actually play that game. Alright, so we go over this area, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it for a moment. Paper Mario Color Splash. That game gets a lot of hate for being a Sticker Star sequel, but I gotta say, as somebody who's played most of Color Splash and some of Sticker Star, Color Splash already kind of fixes pretty much every major complaint that I had with Stick Star. And like, it is a pretty fun game, and one thing that I definitely love that they did with Color Splash was that they expanded on the personalities of the Koopaling characters. Because the Koopalings have been given kind of a bad rap recently for appearing in pretty much every single big Mario game. They appeared in several New Super Mario Brothers games, as well as, I believe, Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, I wanted to say it was. And they also appear in Color Splash as well, so the people were kind of getting sick of them. So, I really did love what they did with them in Paper Mario Color Splash. They really made them feel like actual full characters in that game. You got all the star coins in Lair Cake Desert. That's gotta mean something good, right? And that's gonna be it for this episode of New Super Mario Bros. U. So if we go down here, we actually have a bit of a fork in the road. So we could move onwards towards Frosted Glacier. I believe this is considered World 4 in the game. We can also move on to what's supposed to be the next world, Sparkling Water. So I think I'm going to go for Frosted Glacier in the next episode because I like this level more. But I'm not quite sure about that. But what I do know is that that's going to be it for this episode of New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And until next time, Nitty Gear to you. Oh yeah.